Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I make my stomach settling tea. And I need it because after uh, re-injuring my back, I ended up with a partially paralyzed digestive tract, which, by the way, I use this twice a day, every day. But it is this that kind of helps settle my stomach when it's upset, or I usually drink it just before going to bed. So it requires double brewing. I've tried running it just through the coffee pot or just through the French press, and each one seemed to bring out something but was missing something else. So doing it both seems to make a significant difference, and it's um, the best way I know of doing it. So first I use a 32-ounce container, fill it up to water to the max, put it in the coffee pot, because that matches my 32-ounce French press. So I have fennel seeds, and I'll put the links to these two things down below. So I put in just enough fennel seeds to cover the bottom of the coffee filter. You don't need any more than that, just enough to cover the bottom fairly well. And then use peppermint, and we'll put a healthy layer on top of that. Again, you don't need to go heavy, just enough to get a good layer over the top. And I just put that in the coffee pot as normal and run it. Okay, so now that it's done and it's ran through the coffee pot, I just take what's in the filter and dump it out into the French press. And then pour everything and it just fits perfectly because I have my container matching the size of this. Now I leave it in there. You can go for as little as 20 minutes, I suppose. I usually leave it for an hour, sometimes two, for a couple of reasons. One, so every once in a while I can agitate it by pushing a plunger down and pulling it back up. You can see it makes all that stuff dance around in there and really gets everything to come out of the fennel seeds and the peppermint. But also I leave it in there for an hour or two typically to let it fully cool down before putting it in back in my bottle and into the refrigerator. Now the other thing is I sweeten it with a little bit of organic agave. I don't put very much, just enough to where it's palatable. Shake it up in there, stick it in the fridge. Now if I was to put it away, only after 20 minutes, which I've done on occasion, I'm in a hurry, it tends to kind of cause the bottle to wrinkle and contract a little bit, but it'll work. But again, if you can go an hour or two, it cools down enough to where it doesn't mess with the bottle, and you have the benefit of getting everything out of it possible.